The Germans back in the 30s and in the 40s during the era where some of the greatest atrocities took place in Germany of the day, they referred to the people. They had a saying for which they referred to them as Untermensch, which basically means subhuman. And so this is from the NPR. It basically says this: they didn't mean that they were like subhumans. It says that they meant that they literally were subhuman. And in a recent protest in the Czech Republic, you can see that this gentleman here brandishing a sign with the very same logo. And during this period, the Jews were given an insignia to wear. And some of these individuals wore that very same insignia. It was the Yellow Star of David. And so this individual here, as you can see, he has one basically stitched to his jacket, and on it, it says unvaccinated. And looking a little bit back at history, we can see even the children back in the days were meant to wear these certain, and it's basically to identify individuals. Now, people might think, you are exaggerating. This is nothing like then. People were killed and all sorts of atrocities, and we're not that, we're on the road, right? Like I said in previous videos, the Germany of the 20s and the 30s was very different. It was very different. They didn't just wake up one morning and it was off to the gulag. There was a series of steps, a dehumanizing of individuals that were different for whatever reason. Now, for these individuals, it was because of their background. And if you actually look into the history, the very first thing that Hitler did was to say that these individuals right here carried a disease and they were to be viewed as infectious. And that was one of the very first ways that Hitler got the Germans of his time to view these individuals as subhuman. And as a result of that mindset, as time went on, they were able to commit grave atrocities against these individuals. And we're going to see a little snippet of what's going on in our time. And so it goes on to say here, it says that the badges were often printed on coarse yellow cloth and garnish yellow color. This is the star which represented the Star of David was outlined in thick black lines, and the word Jew was imprinted in mock Hebraic type. And it went on to say, it says the Warsaw Ghetto, it says Jews wore a white armband with a blue Star of David on the left arm. In some ghettos, even babies in pram had to wear the armband or stars. And this is another point that we're going to touch on, where the government actually made the shop owners, right? It says Jewish shops were also marked with a yellow star. And so this basically designated what was considered clean and what was considered unclean, what stores you could go to and what stores maybe as a German you would not go to for fear of becoming infected, for fear of collaborating or being in close quarters with these individuals. And I want to show a brief video of what's going on in our day, which is very similar.
As an entertainer, a businesswoman, and especially as a mother, I really love it when we're allowed to be out and together.
As an actor and director, I've always been a collaborative person.
I'm constantly inspired being around people and feeling their energy live, but that's been hard during COVID.
We all want to get back to enjoying restaurants, stores, hotels, stadiums, and feel safer in the places we love.
How can we feel more confident that the schools, child care centers, offices, and banks that we go to
are working to keep us safe?
Look for the WELL seal.
Look for the WELL Health Safety Seal.
Look for the WELL Health Safety Seal.
I'm Dr. Richard Carmona, the 17th Surgeon General of the United States of America. This is the WELL Health Safety Seal from the International Well Building Institute, the global authority on healthy buildings.
When you see the WELL Health Safety Seal,
It means that your health and safety are top of mind when it comes to
Cleaning and sanitizing procedures.
air and water quality management.
Emergency preparedness programs.
And health services.
It means when you see the seal on the outside,
we can feel more confident going inside.
Because feeling safe should be a right for all, not a privilege for some.
So look for the WELL seal.
look for the WELL seal.
Look for the WELL Health Safety Seal. Learn more about the WELL Health Safety Rating.
Ladies and gentlemen, this gathering is unfortunately unlawful under the coronavirus regulations we have currently. You are not allowed to meet inside with this many people under law. At this moment in time, you need to go home. Failure to comply with this direction to leave and go to your home address ultimately could lead you to be fined £200, or if you fail to give your details, to you being arrested. I suggest, ladies and gentlemen, though it is Good Friday and I appreciate you would like to worship, that this gathering is unlawful, so please may you leave the building now. Thank you.
No to trudno, bo powiedzieli, żeby opuścić kościół, bo inaczej wszyscy otrzymamy mandaty. Co?
200 funtów mandaty, jeżeli nie opuszczą kościół.
To proszę wobec tego wyjść z kościoła, bo inaczej 200 funtów każdy zapłaci mandat. Duchowo przyjmiemy komunię świętą. Tak. Ale przecież my mamy